What's up, guys? My name's Skylar. I'm the founder of a retention agency called Influx Labs. And today I'm going to show you how to create a customer win-back flow for your e-commerce brand within Klaviyo or whatever email service provider that you use in 10 minutes or less. Essentially, the win-back flow is an automation that is meant to turn one-time buyers into repeat customers by grabbing a group of people who have purchased before on your email list but haven't purchased in a while, sending them a series of emails to give them an offer that they can't resist, with the ultimate goal of having these people become repeat purchasers. A good win-back flow should accomplish three things. One, reel the reader back in by showing them what they've missed. Two, suggesting products that you know they will like based on their previous purchases. And three, converting the reader by introducing a discount and some urgency. Let's waste no time and get right into the technical setup for the customer win-back flow. So if you have Klaviyo, MailChimp, SendLane, whatever your email service provider is, I recommend opening that and creating a flow so that you can follow along and have this technical setup built out right away. But if you want to just watch the video and actually dig into the weeds of it later, then I'm going to put a link in the description to my newsletter, The Lab. What you can do is go down, click that link in the description, sign up to my personal newsletter, and I will send you this document right away. So that being said, getting into the customer win-back flow. So the trigger that we use for this is placed order. So that's what's going to start this automation. So if someone places an order, and then from there, we're going to have a time delay. So for this, usually we'll wait like 30 to 45 days on average after someone has placed an order to send them this win-back flow to try and get, consistent orders here. But this time delay can vary based on the products that you guys are using. So say, for example, you have perishables. If that's the case, you kind of have an idea for when these people are going to run out of these products. And so you can kind of gauge the time delay based on that. If you have some items that people tend to, buy once and not need for a really long time, then you would increase this time delay. But generally for e-com brands, we'll do something between 30 and 45 days. So once you have this time delay, the first email in this series is going to trigger. We're going to have three here. So the first email is going to be content-wise, something along the lines of, it's been a while, here's what you've missed. And in this email, we're going to show these people, some new products that may have dropped since they were gone, some new events that may have happened within our brand, and kind of give them some examples of what they've been missing, try to entice them, reel them back in to come back and, take interest in a brand that they have purchased for in the past. So that's the first email out of three. Then we're going to wait 3 days. Usually between these emails, we're going to split tests between 3 and 5 days, sometimes 5 to 7, but generally 3 days seems to work really well. So wait 3 days after the first email. Then we're going to get into email 2, which content-wise is going to be something along the lines of, hey, here's some items that you like, show them some best sellers that you have, again, maybe some new products that you showed in the prior email. But the purpose of this email is to show them some products and then also intro the discount. So this is where we give them their initial incentive to come back and purchase. So whether that's a, buy one, get one offer, whether that's just a flat percentage discount or a flat cash discount, that's what we're going to do here is give them an incentive to come back. After that, we're going to actually do, again, a 3 to 5 day time delay. Here we put 5 days, but again, you're going to want to test this. And then you're going to send the third and final email within this flow, which is going to be a discount reminder and some added urgency. So again, this could just be, showing some of these items that they may like, showing, a group of different items. But the main thing here is to add urgency to this discount. So you would say something like, hey, this is your final chance to use this. Come back and use this discount while you can, and emphasize that it's going to expire so that they feel like, hey, if there was ever a time to come back and purchase, now is that time. So that is the simple technical setup of this win-back flow. The trigger, placed order, 30 to 45 day time delay, and then email 1, 3 to 5 day time delay and email 2, and then 3 to 5 day time delay and email 3. So that is the technical setup super simple. And now I'm actually going to show you examples of these 3 emails so that you can have an example of kind of the angles of copy as well as the design that you should be using to have an optimized customer win-back flow. Getting into the actual examples of these emails, starting out with email 1. This is the email that's going to be content-wise, something along the lines of, it's been a while, here's what you missed, that we're going to have for the first email. And essentially, the purpose of this is a personal way of reaching out to someone who hasn't purchased in a long time and just educating them on what has recently been going on with your brand. So in this case, we have just for you, and then it's actually going to be their first name to make it very personalized. And then we explain some of the things that they're missing out on. So biodegradable multi-purpose bar soap, solid perfume, natural room spray, cleaning up your routine, right? These are some things that are very relevant that this brand is pushing. And so just letting them know, hey, we kind of miss you. This is just for you. It's been a while. Here's what we're doing, some general education, and then several options for them to go back and browse. And a lot of times you'll just get these people, if they've purchased in the past, all they'll need is this first email to, remind them of, like, as long as your product's good, obviously, remind them, hey, I really enjoyed this product. I've forgotten about it. I've gotten busy. Since I have options now to browse, I'll actually go back and repeat purchase. So that's the intent of the first one. This is kind of an unusual structure for us, but the main purpose is just to kind of get this point across that it's like a personalized message to them that we miss them, and then giving them some examples, go check things out. And then we also finish it off with some social proof of people that, have been loving things and saying, don't miss out, kind of using FOMO here. So that these people will go and browse the, selection of items that we picked above. So this is working really well for this specific brand. And this is a good format and angle to follow for the first email in your customer win-back flow. Moving into the second, this is email 2, which will be, showing some items that they like and introducing that discount or incentive that you want to give these people. So for this brand specifically, it was a 10% off discount. So we said, we miss you. Hand curated these sets for you. We're showing a specific group of products here, and then get 10% off. So introduce that incentive into the frame right away. And generally across the board on all of our email designs, outside of this one, because it's a little bit unique, but usually what we're going to do is immediately have the headline, subheader, and call to action right there right away, so that these people, right, they don't have to read any further to know what this email is about. So anyone that opens this that has bought in the past, this target audience, they're going to see, we miss you, we made these sets for you, get 10% off. That's all that they need to know to click through and actually go browse and potentially purchase. So keep that in mind when you're designing emails. Moving down, we miss you, first name. Again, personalize this to them specifically. They've bought from you in the past. And so making this little personal touch is very helpful here. Haven't seen you on the trail lately. This is very brand specific messaging, and you're going to have to do that with your brand as well. Since you've been gone, we've thoughtfully curated the perfect bundles of products with plant-derived ingredients to bring nature's beauty into your daily routine. Get back in touch with the wild beauty of the West Coast, and then get 10% off curated sets. Give them a few specific things to check out and get the discount on. And yeah, check it out. So we send them there to get their discount and check out these sets and browse other products potentially. So that's email 2. Moving into the third and final email that we're going to cover in the customer win-back flow that you should have set up is the discount reminder and the urgency email. So for this, we want to let them know that they have this discount, that it is exclusive to them, and to not miss out on it. So the purpose here is to get these people to make their decision quickly. Otherwise, they're going to miss out. So some urgency here. Your 10% off is waiting for you, reiterating the incentive. Don't miss your exclusive discount. There's a bit of the messaging of urgency that we were talking about. Get 10% off. Again, all of this above the fold so they don't have to scroll to know what the email's about. Moving down, we give them this code, obviously, and then within the next 24 hours for your 10% off. So use code within the next 24 hours for 10% off your order. This is, again, a bit of that urgency, letting them know, hey, this code is going to expire. If you're going to purchase, now is the time. It's now or never. Your daily routine and the environment will thank you. listing some more bestsellers. You should always lead them and give them some options of what to purchase so that they don't have to go fumble around on your website and have more of a reason to click off. If they can click through straight to a product page, then the odds are significantly higher that they're going to purchase. So we always provide some bestseller examples or a collection that we want them to buy specifically. Finish with this get 10% off discount here. And there you have it. Those are the 3 emails in the customer Winback flow. Feel free to take these angle ideas for these 3 emails, as well as these design layouts, and integrate them into your own brand, obviously using your own brand language and brand assets. But I never think of it as copying. If these are generally the things that are working the best, then I think that you guys should be able to, take these angles and use them for yourself, because why reinvent the wheel? So what I'm going to do for you guys, as mentioned in the beginning of the video, is actually leave a link in the description where you can sign up for my newsletter. And when you sign up for the newsletter, it's actually going to send you this Winback Flow document so that you guys can keep this technical setup for yourself, as well as these 3 emails within the Winback Flow to use kind of as a guide and for inspiration when you're creating your own Winback Flow. So go in the description, make sure you do that. And if you also are an ecom brand that wants to get the Winback Flow set up, but you feel like you don't have the time or kind of the expertise, even with this video, to go in and do it, then you can go in the description, book a call. We set the Winback Flow up all the time for ecom clients, and we'd be happy to, if nothing else, at least build out a couple of these emails and show you what they look like exactly for your brand using your brand assets. And other than that, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.